But I mean that the dialogue we had as a nation was not about the most important crisis of our time. This was not the hot issue that we are 5 years from 2030, that we are having massive natural disasters, not just in Spain, but in the United States. In every part of the world, we're being impacted. There's 2 hurricanes that hit my mom in Florida this year so far. You know, they're just clearing away the debris from the first one, and the next one hits. It was the first hurricane to hit this part of Florida in like 70 years, and there were 2. This is not an issue that is gonna go away. It's just not, unless we do something. And so, my takeaway from this election is, forget politics. Let's have a single conversation, which is, what is this new administration going to do to address climate change? Are they going to deny it? Are they going to invest in it? Or are they going to go and, do who knows what? Right? The third one, we don't have any idea because it wasn't a major part of the campaign conversation. So, am I depressed and cynical today? I did cry when I woke up, I have to tell you. Partially because I have 2 daughters that I believe, should at some point see a woman president. Maybe in our lifetimes. That would be nice. But also because what we do at Scope3 every day is believe in a world where we can create positive change without government intervention. We're not built on the idea that we're going to have policy tailwinds. We're not built on the idea that sustainability should be a compliance initiative. We're built on the idea that we can make media work better performance, better outcomes by making it green. That means that you don't need to believe in ESG initiatives. You don't need to do the right thing from a moral or political perspective. You just need to buy media better, and it will be greener. And to me, that's a much simpler story, is if the best thing for business is also the sustainable thing, that means that not being sustainable means you're bad at your job. And we all want to be good at our jobs. The only thing that can accelerate our solutions for climate are going to be ones that are aligned with capitalism. We are not going to defeat capitalism in the next 5 years, I don't think. But if we could use capital, if we could use our economic self-interest and our company's self-interest and our clients' self-interests and our supply chain's self-interest to actually make the world better, almost as a side effect, then we don't care who's the president of the United States, at least from a climate perspective, at least from a business perspective. We can focus on doing our jobs extremely well. And that's always been the hypothesis for Scope3, was that this is not just about a sustainable future. This is about making media work better. And I think that's actually very optimistic. It means that when we go back to work, we don't have to go worry about political conversations. We can go back and say, how can I deploy technologies like Scope3's to make my media work more effectively? That actually has a major impact on the environment. I really appreciate cynics. I'm not a cynic. I'm a crazy optimist, or I wouldn't start a company that everyone told me was absolutely impossible. And also convinced a lot of other amazing people like Anne to start it with me, because we're all crazy. But the thing about being completely optimistic is we need cynics. We need people to tell us all the reasons it can't work, because that's how we fix all those problems. And I don't know anything about heat pumps, but I can tell you that there's so many people in this room over the past 3 years, who've told me, and Anne and the rest of the team, all the challenges that we face in trying to drive adoption of green media products or of Climate Shield or of any of these ideas we've had. And it's because of those objections, because of those concerns, because of the collaboration we've had to overcome those things, that we've been able to, in a pretty meaningful way, make change happen in an industry that usually takes a decade or longer to get anything done. That's pretty cool. That's what collaboration is. Collaboration isn't drinking the Kool-Aid. Collaboration is actually having those hard conversations where, as I walked through the hallway in that long line, people pulled me aside and said, I'm having a challenge, I'm having a hard time. Could you help me overcome an objection? We've got a concern, we might need a new business model. Could we chat about that? Those conversations are why we're here today. Because every time we have a hard conversation, we can make positive things happen. So that's my ask of all of you, is when you go back out and have brunch, that we have hard conversations. Collaboration isn't easy. Collaboration is the hard work, the important constructive conflict that lets us bring the world forward. Not waiting for someone to solve our problems, not hoping it's easy, although our user interface can be extremely easy. Love it. It's not going to be easy, but it's important. And I am so excited about how far we've gotten through these difficult, important conversations together. So that's my ask for you.